Hello! My name is Literary Haley and I love to talk about books, specifically romance books where audiobooks are my jam. Welcome to another weekly reading vlog. We've got a lot happening this week, so I'm curious to see how much reading I'm going to be able to get done. We're also approaching the end of the month where I like to tidy up series and that sort of thing. I have quite a few series that I am aiming to finish by the end of this month. And starting off, I want to finish the Love by Numbers series by Sarah McLean. So I'm going to be starting off with 10 Ways to Be Adored When Landing It with the Lord. I'm really excited for this book. I love book one. It was so steamy for a historical romance. I was kind of shook by it. Really impressed. I'm ready to jump into this book. And I've got a lot of work to get done today. So I'm going to listen while I accomplish my daily chores. I'm only on chapter 2 of this book and I'm obsessed, but I got some mail. I also got my first ever book of the month. I'm a part of the Probably Smut book club and this is the pick of the month. I am getting a special edition in the mail from them, of course, but I don't want to mark that edition up. I just decided to test out book of the month. Your first book is only $5, so I said, yeah, I'll take that for $5. This is a Fate in Inked Blood. This is like a Viking romance. I've never had book of the month before, so just a little basic guy, and I'm excited to read her. I have seen that the quality of book of the month is like not that good, but this feels just like a regular hardback book in my opinion. I can't wait to read this. This is going to be an anticipated read of the month of April. And it wouldn't be a book haul without a thrift books haul. The books that I got I got 2 by Beverly Jenkins. So I got Jewel and then I got Always and Forever. These stunning, amazing covers. And then I got this So Speaks the Heart by Johanna Lindsey. I thought this was going to be a different cover, so I'm a little bit disappointed that it's this one and it doesn't have a step back, but it is what it is. The last book I got from Amazon, this is The Wreckage of Us by Brittany Cherry. I can't wait to read this. Also, this is a very floppy book. It's almost midnight. I've forgotten to update my reading progress. I'm like 53% into 10 Ways to Be Adored When Wagering a Lord. Is that the title? Anyway, super cute. I feel like this is going to be a slow burn because nothing's really happened, but the heroine in this one, her dad is a gambler, left her and her brother to fend for themselves, and then her father would gamble so much and he would bet on, like, he would sell his daughter to whatever. Anyway, she's kind of like detached herself from her father, but now she owns the house, and at this house is like a safe house for women on the run, basically, who have like abusive partners or just things going on in their life where they need to get away. So this is like her safe haven, and she takes in a governess, and this governess is being sought after. The hero in this is on the hunt for the governess. He happens to stumble across her place of being and happens to maybe find her. But that is where I ended. And then I picked up A Pirate's Love by Johanna Lindsey. I've made a significant dent in this. And I know last week I said I was probably not going to want to finish this. You can still definitely tell that this is Johanna Lindsey's earlier work, but I still care enough about the story to like read it. You know what I mean? This is definitely like an OG bodice ripper. It's a very heavy on the non-con and that kind of thing. I mean, like we're still, I've made it this far and there's only this little chunk to go. Just this little bit to go, and the heroine is like, she still hates him. So we shall see how that goes. Like, she wants him. That is where I'm at. I think I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Tuesday, y'all. I just got back from helping my son with his class. I'm gonna have a muffin and drink some coffee and figure out what I'm gonna read because I'm not sure what I want to read yet. Just kidding. I have 10 Ways to Be Adored When Landing a Lord. I need to finish that audiobook. I checked that out through my library and the loan ends today and there's a wait list, so I gotta finish that. I'm about halfway through and I think I could manage finishing that today, as well as finishing other tasks that need to be done before we are set to move. on Thursday. I finished 10 Ways to Be Adored When Landing a Lord with hours to spare. I did it. Here's my dilemma. I have 3 books that I want to finish by the end of this month that all go with books that I've read. They're like in the same series or whatever. I have Wildfire by Hannah Grace, and then I also have Bitter Secrets by Mia Knight because I read Bitter Heart earlier this month and I loved it, so I need to figure out what's going to happen within that duet. And then the last book that I want to read is 11 Scandals to Start When Something a Duke's Heart. I can't remember the rest of the title. Only 2 of these have an audio. Bitter Secrets does not have an audio, but I wanted to annotate Wildfire, and I don't think that's gonna happen today, and I won't be able to physically read. I need like an audiobook for today, as well as I need an audiobook for Thursday because we're moving on Thursday. Since I will be driving, I obviously won't be able to physically read, which is totally fine. I honestly don't even have to read these 3 specific books. They're just books that I want to finish by the end of this month. Once we get to our destination, I'm probably not going to be able to read that much by the end of this month. Yeah, I don't know. I still have to edit some videos and get those prepped, as well as film a few videos. That way those are prepped and ready to go as well. So I'm trying to be consistent here on YouTube, so fingers crossed that that works out for me. Happy hump day. I never finished wrapping up Tuesday's video. Yesterday I started Hitched by Lauren Beale, and I think I got like 30% in and I just put it down. I don't know if I'm going to continue it. If you've read it and I should finish it, let me know. Otherwise, now I just kind of like, it's like a meh, you know? It's just not what I'm vibing with at this moment. And then last night I started Empires of Lies by J.L. Beck. I wasn't going to continue the series, but I just kind of thought, like, why not? And I don't even know if I want to finish the 3rd book. Yeah, we are moving tomorrow, so on the road I'll probably listen to Wildfire by Hannah Grace. Actually, probably not, because I want to annotate in that book. I'll probably listen to 11 Scandals to Start When Landing a Duke's Heart. These titles, for some reason, I can't grasp the correct name of them. I'll probably read that book because I want to finish this series before the month of April. No, before this month ends. Depending on how far I get into that one, I may start Prince of Dreams on audio. That's a step back. This is book 2 in the Stoker series. This book was published in 1995, which is why I'm reading it, because I want to do a video of books that were published the year I was born. Midnight Angel was book 1, and I read this last week, and I thought it was just okay, but this was also published in 1995, so this will be in that video as well. This cover is like really to not have it show the reflection. The reason why I'm reading Empire of Lust is because I kind of just want like a mindless audiobook to listen to while going through and prepping stuff for the move. I've actually kind of decided I'm just going to DNF Empire of Lust. I'm just not interested in the storyline. I'm going to read Half a Monster by Shane Rose, and hopefully this one will stick. I was not expecting it to cry during this book. I just finished chapter 2. That was fucked. This book was a really good choice. I'm barely gonna start chapter 4, and this might be a favorite. Hello, we have skipped a lot of days in the in-between. On Thursday, we ended up moving up from Tahoe to Oregon, and we got stuck, our 5th wheel got stuck in the mud, and I haven't been reading, although on the car ride up here, I finished Heart of a Monster, and I'm obsessed. I need to get into the second one ASAP because of that cliffhanger, but I thought that this book was going to be one of my favorites, and it definitely is one of my favorites. I really loved the main characters and the plot of the storyline and everything like that, so I'm really excited to see where it's going to go. I also thought that this book was going to kind of end up like with a love triangle, and it kind of was, but not really. It was like a question of whether if the one she was going to pick was going to be like a safe route, a safe choice, you know. But I did get one last haul from my P.O. box. Let's share what I got. Okay, so from Thrift Books, I got A Chance at Love by Beverly Jenkins with this gorgeous, gorgeous cover. And the heroine in this one is a mail-order bride. I don't think I've ever read a romance like that before, so I'm intrigued. I got Loving Mr. Daniels by Brittany Cherry. I've been wanting to read this book forever, and so I got it to read it. And then following along with Brittany Cherry, I got the Elemental series, and I got all 4 books, and I got the original covers, because these are not the covers anymore. These got picked up, and they're trad, and they got a whole new makeover, but I love people on my cover. And with this seller, I was gifted some cute little stickers, so that's exciting. And then I think this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive, but it doesn't have the sticker on it, so I'm not sure. But this stunning, stunning pink cover, The Veiled Kingdom by Holly Renee. It looks like Jean, but it's not. But the book is completely blank, which is a bit odd to me. This one is signed, and then the interior is really pretty. Like, really pretty. Like, I love it. And then an author sent me her book. So this is Sacred Ties by Blair Black. It gives me like culty, like She Left the Church vibes. I feel like this is gonna be maybe slightly unhinged. I don't know. This cover is gorgeous. That is the vibes that I'm getting from this book. So I cannot wait to read this. I'm so thankful that this was sent to me. She not only sent me her book, but she also sent me Treble by Rilsey Adams, and I have been wanting to read this book for so long. Rilsey Adams writes very amazing smutty novellas, and this cover is gorgeous, so I'm so excited to have this part of my collection. Going back to this book, this is book 1 in a series. They are standalones and can be read in any order. However, the author recommends reading them in order to get the best out of the series. All right, that is a wrap on this week's weekly reading vlog. It was very different because I didn't read a whole lot this week, but that's okay. Every week is going to be different. We had a lot going on. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys on the next one.